Welcome to Dad's Drafts.
Hello and a very good evening to you. Welcome to Dad's Drafts. Now, before the Modern Horizons 3 set is coming out, I would like to do at least one more Outlaws of Thunder Junction draft. Now, as you can see, we're no longer in Mythic. So we're going to try to climb up that great big hill and going to get ourselves into a game. Now, if you like what I do, by all means, feel free to like, to subscribe, and especially give me feedback about my plays or my picks. Now, I will walk you through the picks that I do and also try and tell you why I do them. Since my last video got 0 views, you would think that I am very hurt, but that's fine. I mean, I don't do this to get many followers. As long as anybody likes what I do, then I'm fine with it. It's no big trouble. All right, the table is ready. I got myself a nice cup of coffee, and let's get this party started. Now, some kind of bonkers rare would be amazing. Maybe a railway brawler, or maybe a few hollowed marauders. I really like those. That's good coffee. Now, I have been doing some investigating towards the Modern Horizon set, and I think it looks very interesting. Now, I didn't get a chance to get into any premiere draft, as some people get, because I did not really know that it was possible, and I think you need quite a following before you can actually do that. Now, let's see what we have here. A few cards which I think are pretty good. This one doesn't have that many wins because it's a very slow card, and I think it hurts. These artifacts are somewhat of a build around because you need to get artifact tokens, and there's not many creatures or cards in this set which make artifact tokens. So I'm pretty much between the Scorching Shot or the Buried in the Garden. I think Buried in the Garden is better because it exiles any non-land permanent, but it is 2 colors. Now, noted that it is in green-white, so as long as you go either white or green, you can still play it. I mean, it's doable with red, white, for instance, or with green, black. All is fine. So we'll just take that. And remember, the first picks that you do should not really dictate what you are going to do with your deck. Now, this card is very situational. I find it very complex and a build around. I'm not really going to do it. I like Deep Desperado, but if you can pick up a few, it is a way to win, but I don't think it is at the moment. Other than that, it's not really a strong pack. I like a Explosive Derailment as a removal spell. Grizzly is fine, and Jolene is also fine, but I don't want to commit ourselves into any 2 colors yet, except for a hard removal. So what are we going to do? Are we going to try the mill plan, or are we going to pick a removal or a creature? The Grizzly is not really impressive. There's also no really other strong cards. So I think I'll just pick the Desperado and see if we can pick up more. If we do, then we could get something going. Now, this is a very strong pack. My goodness. There's a Vault Plunderer, which is a very strong card. There's a Cactarantula, which is amazing. There's a Hollow Marauder, which is a top-end card. And an Alchemist, which is also very good. Betrayal at the Vault is also very good removal. Now, the best card of these is the Hollow Marauder, I think. I like it very much. I'm not sure if it beats the Cactarantula, but this is an uncommon and this is a common. Now, if it's a common or uncommon shouldn't dictate whether you pick it or not, but the one does have a bigger chance of coming around again. So I will pick the Hollowed Marauder here because the odds are that we won't get another one, while Cactarantula might come around again later, maybe in a different pack. But this must have been a crazy pack if someone already picked 2 cards out of this. My goodness. Hollowed Marauder it is. Now, black does seem somewhat open still. There's no real other cards which impress me. I do like the Wrangler of the Damned, but you really need to have many flash or instance or plot creatures to make it work. It often ends up to be a 1/4 without you having done anything and without getting anything. So I'm between the Rooftop Assassin and the Mourner Surprise. Now the Hollowed Marauder does go nicely with the Mourner Surprise, so I think I will take that. Alright, there's 2 Rooftop Assassins still, which are just very good cards, and since I prefer to play black, since we got the Hollowed Marauder, I think we'll just stay in black for now. I'll take it. White also seems reasonably open, and there's a green card which goes well with the Hollowed Marauder, but I'm not too sure if I want to go green. So as long as we're playing black, I'm picking black. There's a very late Consuming Ashes, which is just a premium removal spell. Very glad to pick that up, so that really puts us firmly into black. Now we don't know yet if we're going to be black-white, splashing green, or maybe black-blue and not using the Buried in the Garden. But I would love this card. I will just put these 2 aside. There's a Vanishing Verse, which is premium removal, which is in black-white. Now I don't mind committing to black-white right now, because white did seem reasonably open and I'm not really missing out on anything. If I wasn't picking this card, I would pick the Desert, because it lets us potentially splash something, but I like the Vanishing Verse. Okay. There's a Bucolic Ranch, which is fine even if you're not in the Mounts deck, but in the Mounts deck it really shines. Since we have some ways of getting stuff out and into the graveyard, I think I'll take the Sterling Hound here, even though I'm not yet sure if we're black-green or black-white. Now this pack is not really strong. This is our pack. I think I'll just take the Boneyard Desecrator, cutting off some more black. Don't really like the card itself. Here's a Armadillo. Prefer not to play it, but if we're in white-black, it should work. My goodness. Well, this is the crazy pack. So there are many people in black, because the other cards were also picked, but Vault Plunderer is a very good card. So we'll just take that. So far it's looking okay. Now I don't think we'll be playing the Deepmug Desperado. And I don't know yet if we're going to splash for the Buried in the Garden. It depends on how many removal spells we can pick up, and also if we can get any lands which are multicolor and tap for green, for instance. That's a very late Rooftop Assassin. I'd like that. I'm not sure if we're going to play both, but it's a good card. Or at least decent. If you can pick up some 2-drops which you don't mind dying, it's fine. Or 1-drops even. So we do need more 2 and 3-drops. And perhaps ways to get more creatures into our graveyard. Alright, I like this card. Because it is in the 3 colors we are potentially in. And you can fine-tune this to making sure you kill either 2 or 3 of your opponent's permanents. Cards that I will be passing for this would be Holy Cow, which is fine, and a Desperate Bloodseeker I really like. Now, the smart pick might be the Desperate Bloodseeker, and I'm not sure if this will come around. I think not. I think I will pick it, and I will try to make sure that we can splash our green. Oh my goodness. Good old Roxanne. She really got us into some good games. She's a very good creature card, but we cannot really splash for that. Now there's an Honest Rutstein, which is fine. I do like it, and I think I will take it here. And we will prioritize getting some green sources now, and some way to mill ourselves. So that's either with the 3-mana Greek card, which we should have picked in hindsight instead of the Deepmug Desperado, but I have a weakness for milling cards. Okay, there's a Badlands Revival, which I really like, but our creature count is not that high. There's a Throw from the Saddle and a Rattleback Apothecary. Now we do have 2 removals, 3 removals so far. And will we be committing crimes? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ways of committing crimes. I think we will. So I'll take the Apothecary here. Also, I don't want to pick green low into the curve. So if the Badlands Revival comes around, I would love it. But I'm not going to pick a 2-mana card. I'll take the Rictus Robber here. I like it. Now, as I said before, I really hope to be picking up some cheaper cards. And you must know that black-white so far hasn't really been our best friend in drafts. But our top end is getting somewhat full. And I really need some more 2 and 3 drops. Now I think the Outlaw Medic is excellent. And I think we badly need it. Now if we can get any ways to sacrifice this or utilize it in any way, that would be fine. But I really like this card. I mean, it's 2 mana and you'll get a card back. Wow. I'll take the Apothecary here. It's a fine 3-drop. Also like the Sterling Supplier. But I think this will get us further. And now we should keep our eyes open for some deserts if there's nothing we're really missing. So it's either 2 drops or deserts, or both. That's a 3-drop. Do I take Holy Cow over the Sterling Supplier? I don't think I will. Though we do have quite some 3-drops already. I'll take the Sterling Supplier because I don't want too many 3-drops. Oh my goodness. Would you look at this? Oh, is it a Desperate Bloodseeker or is it a Vault Plunderer? I think it's a Vault Plunderer. It's just a free card essentially because you draw a card and you lose life, but there's four cards from this pack which I really like. So here we'll take another Holy Cow. And we mostly need some 2-drops now. Maybe the Miner is okay. Don't really like the Buzzard. So I'll just take the Miner here. Take up the Shield is a very nice trick. Skullduggery also, but I don't think we will be playing it, but I'll just put it aside. My goodness, no one likes the Apothecaries. Okay. Another Roxanne. Oh, could you only, if we only could have had that. Now, I'll take the Festering Gulch here, I think, because we still need a fixing badly. I know the Servant of the Stinger is also good, so it's between these two, but I really want to play my Honest Rudstein and my Buried in the Garden stuff, so I will take this one. And hoping to pick up some more multicolored lands in white, black, green. Now I am working on my setup. Soon there's going to be a screen behind me. Got some nice posters coming in to put on them. And who knows, maybe it will work. Back for more. I like that card. Does it beat a hard removal spell? I think I'll just take the Consuming Ashes. Maybe we'll eventually not end up playing the green cards, but I think the upside of exile is very big in this set compared to destroying a creature. That's the blue-black one, that's not the one we want. This one doesn't fix. So I think I'll take the Town Folk. I like it, but I don't like it a lot. And we don't have many ways to sacrifice our creatures, because that's where it really shines. So if we don't play our green, and maybe just keep it up for these, we'll have 1, 2, 3 removal spells with this one, potentially. But I think Honest Rutstein is just a very good card. Let's just keep it in for now and see if we can pick up any more fixing. There's a nice top end card, which I think we need. Also could go for this one, but I think we need a top end card, otherwise we'll just be playing cheap creatures and we'll get nowhere. And I hope there will come around, another desert will come around. Would also not mind another 2-drop here. I mean, you want a curve, but you don't want your curve to be at the 3-4 drops, you want it to be at the 2-3 drops. So we are lacking some creatures. We're also not getting any creatures, really. I like the robber. What do? Return target creature from grave to the battlefield for 5 mana. Okay. Return target mount. We don't have any mount. Return our equipment card from grave to the battlefield to target you control. No, that's not really something we can do. Now, I think I'll take the back for more here. But we still need 2 drops and fixing. This is not the right color. Yeah. I'll take another Vengeful Townsfolk here. We really need to do some managing of our deck. Fake Your Own Death is some kind of fixing. Maybe I'll just take it here. I'm not sure if we're going to play it. I gladly take this card. It's a 2-drop, and it does hold back many creatures. Another back for more, my goodness. I'll just take it. I don't think I can actually play 2 of them. Sterling Hound, that's also a way to get creature into our graveyard. So I think maybe we need to play more Sterling Hounds to put stuff in our bin. We have 18 creatures, that's fine. I don't want to play the Armadillo. Okay, well, our fixing is not very good, so I don't think we can actually play the Honest Rutstein or the Buried in the Garden, because they will probably be dead cards. Now, I do want to keep this one in and perhaps 1 or 2 forests to be able to play the back for more and the... Oh my, here we go again. You gotta love the bug. It just stops the game and you have to build your whole deck again from scratch. Thank you, Wizards of the Coast. It is a mess. Okay. I don't want to play 2 back for more. I don't want to play that card nor that card. Don't want to play those. Don't want to play that. Don't want to play the Vengeful Townsfolk. Don't want to play the Boombox. Armadillo, Skullduggery. I think this is about where we were. The Honest Rutstein is, with this Mana Sorceress, also a card which will be difficult to cast. So I think our mana is fine like this, but we need to cut 3 more. Looking at our curve, I'm not a curve expert, but I think we have too many 3-drops and too many non-creature 2-mana spells. So I think I'll remove the Take Up a Shield because we're not really into combat tricks. I think I will get rid of 1 Apothecary, sorry. And we do need to cut 1 more, and I think it will be another 3-drop. Do I like Holy Cow over Sterling Hound? I think I do. Do we prefer to know what we draw, or do we prefer to have the opportunity to put 2 in the bin? I think I'll just take the Sterling Hound. There's no real point for us to keep mana up during the opponent's turn, so creatures with flash don't really have a big advantage. I think the Holy Cow is one that really shines in the blue-white deck. And let's just see how this goes. As I said before, black-white, my previous black and white games didn't really go that well. Now this is not a very strong hand, but I will keep it, hoping that they are not that aggressive. Because we have our colors. We have a 3-drop with which we can put some creatures in the graveyard. But a 2-drop would be very nice. Okay. They also could have a counterspell up. So okay. He just stole one of my spells. I don't like that. Okay, there we go. I'll just play the Sterling Hound. I wish I could put the Gigapede into my graveyard. I'll just put that both into the graveyard. Now, do I want to use the Rooftop Assassin to kill the Deepmunk Desperado? Because it will mill us a lot. Do we mind if they mill us a lot? We don't mind if they mill us a bit. Okay. Do we want to keep up the Rooftop Assassin? I think we'll have plenty of stuff in our graveyard soon, so I don't think we need to surveil anything else. I think we just want to keep some pressure on them. So I want to try and play the Rooftop Assassin. They might counter it, but it's a risk I think I have to take. I can't really play around it. I'd rather have them counter the Assassin than, for instance, Back for More or the Gigapede. That's a fine card. Sure. I'll just get in for 2. See what they do. I'll play the Miner. And the Hound. Now, if there's any creatures on top, I will just leave them on top. Perhaps I should have kept the Sterling Supplier on top as well, because they will be milling us. Oh. That also goes into our graveyard, which is a shame. Because they will just attack and make sure that they mill us. Or they mill us right now. Oh my goodness. Okay, well that's something we can get back from our graveyard. Next turn, I hope they tap out. Hollowed Marauder is great to get back. Sure, I hope they... Yes, they do tap out. Okay. And does it fight? It fights up to 1 target creature, so... Sure. Now, none of the targets in my graveyard are very good at fighting, so I think I'll just play the Ambush Gigapede on their Shackle Slinger and just swing in with everything, because that puts quite some pressure. Now, if they do kill our Gigapede, we can just get it back for more. Sorry. Yep. There goes the Gigapede. No, that's what I said. That's why I think Exile is so much better than Surveil. We're already down to 14 cards, so we really need to get in with some action here. Now we have the Apothecary, we have a Vault Plunderer, and a Rigged Robber. If we attack with everything, I think we need to kill the Deepmunk Desperado. So, do I play the Vault Plunderer? I think not. Okay, let's just swing, because we're running out of time. Maybe there's a play that I'm missing, which I should do. Okay, that is fine. Now, do we want to use the Back for More already to kill something which is... I think not. I think we want to try and get ourselves a card. And hopefully another creature. Of course not. Something's terribly wrong with my forests. Still. No clue what it is. Perhaps I should reinstall the game. Now, I know I don't have any fancy lands, so if you want to sponsor me, feel free. Yeah, sure. I'll put it on top. Yep. How did they get the white mana for that? Okay. They know I have that, so I think I'll just attack. They will probably not block with the Desperado. Okay, that's fine. Now, I want something to fight. And I know it's not ideal, but I do want a Hollow Marauder. Because I want them to discard a card. And I want that Deep Muck Desperado gone. Wow, their hand must be stacked. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll eventually lose because we'll have no more lands. Of course, we keep drawing nothing of use. Next turn they'll just blow up some stuff. Sure. Okay. Seems they're also just top decking lands. Now they might have a counter spell, but I think we have to risk it. I'd rather have them blow this up than anything else. Okay. This is what a Deep Muck Desperado can do if you don't... Perhaps I should have killed it sooner. Yeah. I think I'll just have to try and trade it. Because they're gaining life as well, so it's equal. Now please, deck, give us something useful. That's not useful anymore. Yeah. That's... oh, of course. Oh. You get the spell, which cannot target any multicolored permanents, and they start playing only their multicolored permanents, and I only keep drawing lands. Yeah, well, that's a good game. There's no point. I cannot do that much in so few turns. Yep, Deep Muck Desperado is, if you can actually get it to work, it does a lot. We would have won otherwise, I think, but, you know, losing like 5 turns of your game is very hard, or maybe even more. Very tough, I mean. I'll keep this. I don't have a 2-drop, so I think I will risk playing the Miner on turn 1. Otherwise I would have used this one. But I like to keep this one up for the Rattleback Apothecary. But then we do need to draw a untapped land. Look at their sleeves. Alright, Golden Eel. Bring it. Let's just get this thingy out of here. Now, the beginning of the season with this set was, well, more forgiving to me. I think I want to make sure to play the Vault Plunder on the next turn, so I think I have to play this now. You will see that I will top deck a untapped land right now, but otherwise it would have been a good call. Alright, it was a good call. Sure, let's just swing first. Now hopefully draw a white source. Or another Vault Plunderer. I don't mind, but I do prefer a land. Now we can attack into that if they play something that can crew it. But as I said, the beginning of the season I was going much better than I am now. I'm not sure why that is. Or the rest of the opponents is also improving. That could be the case, clearly. Now if they haven't drawn a land nor action, I think we just have to put maximum pressure. I mean, we will get the Forsaken Miner back later with the Gigapede or the Marauder. Wow, they needed much thinking on that. Yep, well, until end of turn, so that will just be gone. Wow, that's aggressive. I think they badly need land, so they only have action. I will not block. Oh, come on, deck. Land, please. Of course not. Well, it seems we're both stuck on lands. Playing 17 lands, so odds are 50% now to draw a land, since there's 14 out of 28 left. They are drawing their lands, it seems. Wow, this is a strange attack. I mean, if they play one creature or nothing, okay. We can get in for 8. What can they have? I'm confused, to say the least. I think I'll just play the Apothecary. I was thinking to keep Consuming Ashes up, but since they're not playing blue, I can pretty safely also do it in their turn. I don't really understand why they keep attacking. I mean, I'm clearly doing more damage to them than they are to me. Sure. I can give something Menace, so that's even a bigger threat, especially with the Consuming Ashes. So if they tap out and play one more creature, then I think we have them. Even if they play 2 creatures. Okay, I think they're still dead. Because we can just... Let me just see if I get this right. They're in 2, we can exile one of them. We'll give a creature Menace. I think we have lethal then. Let's just get rid of that. We'll give you Menace. They can, of course, in response, crew the Homestead, and that would not kill them. Didn't really think of that one. That is my bad. They're still at 2, which is... They can kill our Forsaken Miner with the Homestead, and then they'll have to... They still have... They're still dead. Sure, Menace. I don't think... Okay. Good game. They seemed rather desperate in their attacks and their playing. I've been there. I mean, if we didn't draw our 4th land there, it would have been a very different game. We did. The most unlucky land draws I've ever had on Arena were I started with 3 lands in my opening hand, so it was an easy keep, and I had 16 in my deck. So that means that in my library there were only 13 land cards left, and I drew 8 of them. So that's a 0.013 chance or something like that. I actually did the math. Let's see, is this something which you can play early? You can play... I don't think this is a good keep. I mean, we can't really play any of these cards. I hate to mulligan, but I think we have to. Now, this is better. I think we'll ditch the white land. Assuming we draw more, but we'll have this one to draw us. Nice lands, I love those. Wish I had fancy lands, perhaps I should buy some. Ward 1, okay. Alright, there's our top end. To bring the beats, but it's a bit early to the party. You were not yet invited, Gigapede. You should not be here yet. Alright, natural 3 colors, I love it. You're gonna get a nice. Okay, there's a 3-drop. 2-drop, I mean. We'll just play the Vault Plunderer. Next turn we can do Sterling Keepkeeper and Vanishing Verse if you want. I'd like to draw a card, please, and lose 1 life. Sure. And that's why this is such a good card, because you still get to be ahead 1 card. Oh, that's multicolor. That's very, very sad for our removal spell. I think we'll just play the Apothecary, because it can block Bruce Tarl if he attacks. But I know they will probably have a trick of some kind. Yep. Wow, 4 colors. Natural lands too, my goodness. That's risky, but cool. Now we can kill that with a Vanishing Verse if it gets out of hand. They don't attack, of course. It has Death Touch, so we could get in for some damage. I think I'll play the Vault Plunderer first, see what they do. That way I can still use the Vanishing Verse at instant speed if I want. Now they don't have any good blocks for my Apothecary, so I think I'll just get in. And if they block with Bruce Tarl, I'll be happy. And next turn, if they attack with Bruce Tarl, I can just block with the Vault Plunderer. Now I don't want to keep up the Vanishing Verse. I want to play the Sterling Keepkeeper. Reason being, because I just want to make sure I use all my mana. And the Sterling Keepkeeper goes very well with the Apothecary. Because you can just tap something and make this one have Menace. And Menace and Death Touch is a very deadly combination, quite literally. But we do have some other options too next turn. I mean, this is 2 mana, so it excludes us from playing either of these. Yeah, sure. Why would you... Okay, they just want to get in with Bruce Tarl. Okay. Exile the top card of life until end of your next turn. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they have a sweet deck. And we're just trying to get by. Now we'll probably get hurt quite a bit. I don't think we're in the I don't think we can actually attack. I know I could gain some life, but then I'll be tapped out with both creatures, which seems bad. And since we have some instants, I think it's best to just wait what they do. I mean, we can tap something and still exile anything they play. But this is going to hurt. I mean, they can do 2, 4, 6. So that's 4 damage as it is now. 5 if they play another land. So it's a very strong card. Because it's one of the few cards which let you, at instant speed, put a creature onto the battlefield. He's clearly thinking, sure. Yeah, that happens. Another multicolored permanent. Yeah, this is going to hurt. What are you going to pump? Sure. I'll tap that. And at this point I actually think I want to be killing the armadillo. It sucks because, you know, it's not the best target, but I don't want them to get further ahead. I have 7 mana. Can't really double spell. I think we'll just have to put all our eggs into the Sterling Keykeeper's basket. And I think I'll just plot this and tap whatever they want to attack with. And hopefully next turn we can play Gigapede and the Rigdus Robber. Just all their creatures are just outside of our reach with either the -2/-2 or the Vanishing Verse. Which is good for them. Now that's a good creature to use our Ambush Gigapede on. Okay, I was a bit fast there. That was my bad. Yeah. Okay, well they didn't hit anything. Yeah, this will be a beating. This was totally my bad. Don't be too hasty. If they have a protection spell right now, I think it's a good game. Come on, please let it die. Yeah. Well, something still died, so we'll still get our value, but I think this is pretty much over. Not sure what they're going to do, but we need to do quite some attacks which will be rather, I mean blocks which will kill much of our stuff. This is the first time ever since my Vanishing Verse has, okay, so few targets. Their deck is just crazy. Well done. Good job. Wouldn't have made much a difference if I did actually tap the target there. I was just expecting them to pump before attacking. We're 1 and 2. Now, I was hoping to do a bit better because, you know, my gems are not around forever. So, Mr. Lopan or Miss Lopan, please don't have such a good deck as the last man did. Sure, I'll keep this. We have a 1-turn play. hopefully a 2-turn play if we draw one. I'm not sure if we want to. I think we want to play the Vault Plunder over the Rictus Robber. They might have a Desert Dew, but this is just a very bad target to kill, because we can get it back with, for instance, the Rooftop Assassin. They're best buddies. If you can play this with 5 mana up, you can just let this one attack, they will block, and then you can get it back again. Let's just go to combat first. Attack. Now try and play this. Now they don't have double white, otherwise the Aven Sentry might have been good. Sure. Now, if they play something big, or something like that, I think I will still offer the trade, because then we'll play the Rictus Robber for 4, which is just 2 bodies, and I like that. Because it's strong, since they are not really going wide. They will block the Vault Plunderer, probably. Wow, another one. Another one. Sure. Swing. They will block. We'll play Robber. Now we do need another black source for our double spelling with the Rooftop Assassin, if eventually they do block it. If I attack with everything, they will probably block that one. Would they take 6? I don't know. I think I want to play the Sterling Supplier. Reason being, this way I can make the Rictus Robber a free attack. And next turn I can plot the Rictus Robber and play the Sterling Hound. And then I can play these 2 in 1 turn, which is something I wouldn't mind. Now their Green Blade is also growing, but our Flyer can still get in for a punch. Do I offer the trade? I think I do, because I can still double spell, so now things have changed a bit. I will still attack with these 2. We will kill the Beaver, and the reason being, I have the Sterling Keykeeper, and this one cannot tap the Beaver. Oh, this is also very nice. We could actually kill that. Do we do that? No, I think we just want to keep going wide. Now what I was saying, the Sterling Keykeeper can't tap their Beaver, so I wanted the Beaver dead. Now if they have a board wipe, I will cry inside. I mean, I won't show it, but I will cry inside. If they don't, I think we got this. Rictus Robber really putting in some work here. Sure. Yep. Now they do need to play something else. Yeah. I'll play this first to see what we get. Don't really need that too. Now there's a few options. If I attack with everything, they will block so and so, get 6 damage, and we can still kill that. Or we can tap this and not kill it with the Rooftop Assassin, but keep the Rooftop Assassin up. I think I'll just go with tapping the green blade, attacking with everything, and depending on what they play, we have lethal next turn. Oh, of course, now I don't have the mana anymore. Wow. You are not free to tap, I just found out. They still need a lot more, but they might have the lifelink thing and indestructible. So if they have that, they gain 5, so they go to 7. They would have blocked that one. And they take 6. So I think I have to try this. Perhaps I should have put the token on the miner, forcing them to block that. That way the Rooftop Assassin has a target to return. Now this is taking longer than I expected. They are really... Yeah, that's what I thought. Now, if my math is correct, they still die. Good game. Quick maths, yo. If I hadn't put the counter on one of the creatures, and then they wouldn't have died. But no, they did. So, I'm happy. That's one of the advantages if you really get to know the set. Now, for instance, with Modern Horizons, I still need to do... I don't know all the cards yet, but with this set, at some point when you're at the end of it, you know the cards pretty well. So whenever you see, for instance, 3 mana up, you just know, oh, they can have either this, that, or this. And that really helps. Now with the pre-release, which I hope to go to tomorrow, that's not the case. I wouldn't really know what the opponent could have whenever he's keeping mana up. It's a bit steep, can't really keep that. This is fine. I'll put the bird away. Simply because I think Mourner's Surprise and the Sterling Hound are a good combination. We don't have any early plays, but since they're playing blue, I hope they are somewhat slow. Well, there we have our bird. Or another bird, actually. Yep. Oh, that's just lovely. I think I'll just play the Vault Plunderer. Artifact creature and enchantment with mana value X. So if they keep playing 2 mana creatures, we should be fine. Would be lovely if they did. Then it's just a conditional board wipe, and you can build around. So the left part, crime, is not really the part we're focusing on, because they must really have a great creature for us to do that. And they don't seem to be getting great creatures into the graveyard anywhere soon. There's a Lone Shark. Okay, that's a 4-drop. I think I want the Keykeeper. I think it will do some work. It'd be lovely to use this for Axis 4 if they play the Lone Shark, maybe another 4-drop. Or another 2-drop, okay. Yeah, we might have to use it for 2, because those flyers are going to get insane. Do we dare to take one more turn? I think we do. Let's just play this one. If they counter it, that would be sad. But if this actually comes through, we have a way to block their flyers. Okay. I'll go with a Vault Plunderer. I mean, if this eventually dies, I can get it back, which is fine value. This is also something I don't mind. They probably have a take up the shield, or take the fall. Either way, I got taken. Took. So next turn we have to play this for Axis 2. I just hope they play some more 2-drops. But we can block with the Sterling Supplier, and I think we... okay. Let's just think. If they attack us next turn with both, I think we can wait one more turn. I think I would just want more creatures on the battlefield. Oh my goodness, that's dumb. That one will just die. Wasn't planning on that. Okay, my bad. Or is it only opponent controls? No. Okay, yeah, that was dumb. I was planning to use the Mourner Surprise on the Vault Plunderer, and that way use our 2 mana. Now, that's also a good card, but we can block that with the Death Touch. Are we getting a board stall here? We are not. Now I will block that one. I'll block that one. And I'll block that one. And see what you get. And if everything dies, that's also fine. And if you use a trick, that's also fine. What do you have? Now if they kill our flyer, okay. I think they do, yeah. They have something else too. Oh my. Okay, well it's not really a semi-board wipe. I think I will use this now for Axis 2. I just have to, and I'll attack because I won't be blocking. I hope they're running out of gas soon, but I don't think so. Okay. Well, they don't have a good target to be plotting, so I think I want to keep up. Oh, that's very nice as well. I do this mostly to get another target to chump with, and I think I will go for the Sterling Supplier. I'm not sure, because if I pick the Rattle back, and I will not play it, they will see that I have mana open, and if I pick that one, they will probably less explain. No, I think I will just take this. I think the lifelink might be something that can get us back into the game at some point. I'm wondering what they want to copy, because the Daring Thunder Thief is not a good target to copy, because it will come in tapped, I think. Is that how it works? I think that's how it works. I don't think they have lethal yet, and if that one survives this turn, oh my goodness, they might actually have lethal. Ah, the stupid Sphinx. Yeah. Well, GG. They had so much stuff in their hand. Well, that's a good game. Well, that went depressingly yet again. 2 wins, 3 losses. This way we'll never get back to Mythic. Now, if you have any feedback for me, how I played, what I picked, what I should have picked, please let me know, feel free. And if you like what I did, then by all means, subscribe, maybe like, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Thank you for watching Dad's Drafts.